Hi there traders, welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris and today another video on the euro dollar and pound dollar making good downside trend continuations, but they seem to be reaching targets and perhaps a bullish correction is on the table. Let's take a look right now. Alright, let's kick off with the euro dollar. As you can see, we had a very strong fall. Of course, as you know, look at these red candles. We showed you already that in the past. Then we had this retracement and we broke above the 21 EMA and we said, okay, this is probably going to correct higher for wave 4, which it did, and it failed to break through that 120 resistance level. Alright, so then we got a re-break below the 21 EMA and then a continuation of that wave 5, as you can see, to the downside. That managed to reach the next quarter level at 117.50, and I think that that is most likely completing of wave 5 of maybe a higher wave 3, and that this could be another corrective territory. Now that's a bit early because price could still follow through to the downside, but you can see that the HMA is turning slightly to the upside, and you can see that this retracement is, building up a little bit of a retracement potential there, because we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th candle, 5 candles for sure that have not closed below the low. So this particular momentum to the downside, this swing to the downside right here, could be over. It's a little bit soon to tell, but you can see the price is also above the Keltner. The HMA is up. It's a little bit of a struggle at this moment. So I think price would need to break below 117.50 before we might expect some slow corrective downtrend continuations, perhaps to 117. So there's not a lot of space, I think, on the euro dollar to the downside. And I doubt that it will break the 117.50. I think there's a good chance that price could build a bigger bullish correction here, and that therefore could be a bigger wave 4. There could be a wave 4 of this particular fib from here to here, for instance. All right, and we could see a wave 4 correction that could go back to the 23.6 fib at 119.30, maybe even the 38.2 fib at 120.30, and I think there could be one more lower low at around 117, which would complete a bigger wave A, I think. Let's take a look at that on the weekly chart and put a fib from this bottom to this top. And you can see that 117 is the 38.2 fib. It could go 50 pips below that. This is a weekly fib, so obviously price might not stop exactly at 117.08, but still, generally speaking, will respect this fib if it stops at this level, or just a bit above it, or just a bit below it. And that would finish, in my view, something we already mentioned before, the wave A. Up, probably it could go for wave B, and then down it should go for wave C to complete the bigger A, B. All right, the bigger blue B, and up it should go for a blue C. So this is the red A, and I think that we're close to that target, and that this push here that we had the last few days is probably part of that wave A, and this is probably that wave 5 of the wave 3 I just mentioned. So back to, let me get rid of this fib, back to the 4-hour chart, or daily chart first of all. We can put back this fib. So that's why I think that this could be a bouncing spot for a move up to 119.30, maybe 120, 120.30, all right? But for that to happen, we would need a break above the 21 EMA. That is a risky breakout because it's counter trend, going against the moving averages, but some reversal traders might like that, and there is that space to the upside potential there for the euro dollar. Now, as I said, it's early, and if it does break through this bottom, there could be one slight push to 117.50. It didn't get really hit at 117.50, but if it breaks below 117.50, there could be an immediate follow through down to 117. It is more for intraday charts than any swing trade potential, because the zone is quite small. So with the trend trades, a little bit of space, but not too much on the euro dollar. And I think that this could be a bouncing spot if it stays above this HMA, but around, and the HMA is around 117.80. But let's see, that isn't important for upward downside for the moment. Pound dollar made a continuation lower too, as you can see. That didn't go as far as I expected. I was thinking it should go to 134. It went to 134.50, just missed it by about 50 pips, and then made a bullish rally. And price is now above the HMA 2, which has a bullish angle. So you can see that there's a little bit of hesitation with the pound dollar at this moment, whether it can continue lower. I think if it breaks below 135, that there could be a bearish breakout possible in the pound dollar, which looks a little bit better than the euro dollar to me, because I think the target at 133.80, 134 is a little bit further away, so there's a little bit more space to the downside. However, if it stays above 135, then it stays above the 21 EMA, then it stays above the HMA. That too could be a bouncing spot, and if it then breaks above basically this resistance trend line, here too there could be a bigger bullish breakout from 135.50 up to these long-term moving averages. In that case, price could be, this could have completed a 5 wave, and it could be something like this: wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for a bigger wave 1, and up it can go for a potential wave 2. So we would put the fib from this top to this bottom like this, and these could be the fib levels to reckon with. 23.6 fib is probably just a pause for the bullish break if it does break, and we would expect price to go deeper to the 38, maybe the 50, maybe the 61.8 fib. Any of these fibs could be turning spots for the start of wave 3 to the downside. All right, so that's basically it for the moment. If this is a wave 5, by the way, still ongoing wave 5, then best is to put the fib on here like this, and there you go. That could be another target, 133.50, maybe down to 132.50 if you get good momentum, sufficient momentum. Or you can of course use our Wiz tool, which is something you can download for free with our ECS start package, and you can do that by just dragging using a fractal, the top, or the fractal near the 544 EMA, or the candle near the 544 EMA like this. Click sell because we're in a downtrend at this moment, so we want bearish targets. There we go. And that 6th level there, 133.25-ish, could be the target for a bearish break as well. If you like how the SWOT software looks like, you might want to check out ECS SWOT system or our ECS live service. In both cases, you will get right away or soon access to that software. EliteCurrency.com. You can also find our ECS start package, which offers Wiz tool for free and other material. Wish you all good trading and talk to you soon. Cheers.